Hi, welcome to Monterey's Cooking Pisto Style. John Pisto and Jerry Mead. Jerry, thank you for being here on such short notice.
My pleasure.
Jerry Mead, folks, very, very well known in the wine world. He has the longest running column called Mead on Wine. Also the publisher and editor of the Wine Trader magazine. Jerry, tell us a little bit about him.
Well, a newspaper column, I just talk about whatever's new and exciting and new releases and all that stuff. But the magazine, we've got lots of departments. A Monterey guy, Fred Dame, writes a column on dining in restaurants and ordering wine, so forth. We've got a travel column. We've got a lodgings column. I rant and rave about whatever I feel like. We've got a column written by a small vintner, like what it's like to have to pick the grapes and squeeze the grapes and all that stuff. So we just got a lot of different topics covered. Usually runs about 80 pages.
Oh, very good.
Good magazine.
Jerry, I thought what we do today was maybe, you know, I'm really into olives right now, and I thought we'd start with the Tapenade and maybe some olive pastas. And what I've got was some very unusual olives that you don't normally see in the store. You know, we're going, let's say, beyond the martini olive and the black olive. You know, we're getting these, I mean, look at these, very unusual. Look at these. These are called Ascanthis. These are from Italy. And what I want to make with them is a tapenade, which is a combination of garlic and capers and some anchovy. And then we're going to, I mean, we're talking baboom. And then we'll spread it on some bread and we'll eat it, among other things. So, you know, we went into my cellar and we selected some wines. Maybe you could talk about these a lot better than I can.
I haven't tasted your tapenade yet, so I'm guessing as to what might work. And also, it was an excuse to pull 3 corks instead of 1. So we're not sure whether it is the velvety and voluptuous Pinot Noir from the Santa Maria area that's going to work the best, or perhaps the big, bold, chewy statement of Petit Syrah from Fetzer up in Mendocino, or maybe the tangy Rhone, the Côte du Rhône from France, which is a blend of several varieties like Syrah and a number of others. And usually it's sort of like Beaujolais with bite. It's got a little tang, and that might be actually the wine that will work best of all. But we'll see when we get there.
All right. I like the word tang. That's a good one for these wines. A lot of people just, you know, they think that red wines are red wines, but each of these have such a different character to them.
Different personalities.
Different personality, better word. They're just, I mean, each one is so different. Okay, when we come back, we're going to start cooking some of this stuff up and see what happens. Okay? Wasn't it nice visiting with Jerry Mead? It was really honored to have him here, and he's a real nice guy. I met him a while ago, and it was nice to see him again. We're going to try some of my favorite food. This is food from the south of France. And again, when you buy these olives, we're going to make something called a tapenade. And when you buy olives, you know, experiment and buy these olives that you see coming from France and from Spain and from Italy. And I'm talking about the unusual ones. Don't get the normal stuff, because the flavors are so intense on these. Now, this is called, like I said, a tapenade. And what it is a mixture of olives, guess what? Garlic, capers, anchovies out of the can, and some parsley, and a little bit of thyme, a little bit of this, and we're going to do some things. So what you do is start taking the pits out of the olives. You got to pull the pits out. Make sure you pull them all out. You're going to wipe your machine out. You know, in the old days, what they did, and by the way, what I'm doing here is I'm using a variety. These are Picholine, okay? These are some Moroccan oil cured. These are some Italian Golitas. And what else we got? Oh, we got some French, see, these are called the Neons. Okay, so I'm using 4 varieties of olives. This tapenade should be incredible. You can use at least 2 different kinds of olives when you make this, okay? Because You want to get some contrast and flavor. Now, when you come to a hard olive like this, you know, where you can't peel it, well, you can, but make it easier. Look, just go like this. Smash them first. Okay, so we're going to crack some olives. So you got to get a fair amount. This goes rather quickly once you get going. Okay, let me pit a bunch of these and we'll be right back. Okay, so you see what I've got? I've got, you know, we've got a couple cups of pitted olives, assorted. Let's add, oh, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 7. We like garlic, don't we, boys?
Garlic, sir.
Nope, that's garlic for the boys. A little bit of hot pepper and capers. Now, if you get the pickled, these are salted capers. I've already rinsed them. If you get the pickled capers, you know, the one in the brine, squeeze some of that brine off because you don't want it, all that brine in there, because it'll make it too vinegary. Then we want some thyme, okay, this fresh thyme. And I'm just gonna, just a little taste. Boy, oh boy, doesn't this sound good already. Okay, then we're gonna put some good California olive oil from old Joe Shabika. Okay, there. And then anchovies. Now, you may, you know, this is Mediterranean cooking, folks. Do not omit the anchovy, because the anchovy is going to give it a very delicious flavor. And we have to have that to do this right. You know, start experimenting. Don't be afraid. Black pepper. All right. Now, woo, that pepper smells strong. All right, I need my napkin. Okay. And you grind it all up. Now, you hear that little thing going in there? That's called an olive pit. That's called an olive pit. So, remember what I said, be very careful when you do that. We ground it up pretty good now, though. Check your olives real good. Okay, this needs a little bit more oil, which I'll add by hand. Oh, you know what I forgot to add? Let's put some of these nice peppers. Now, this may be a French dish, but we're going to put some Italian pepper in here. These are these hot, boy, they're making my mouth water. These are so good. These are hot peppers from Calabria. And on a scale of 1 to 10, to me they're about a 2. To my wife, they're about a 15. One more. Okay, it's got to be spicy. This is an appetizer. You got to get the glands going. You got to open the appetite. I mean, you got to have some flavor. None of this flat sissy stuff. I mean, we're talking flavor. That smells right. See, now we got all these. We got what, 4 or 5 different varieties of olives. Okay, let's do it. Perfect. Oh boy. Okay, now pull it out, and we got to give it a taste. Now, you notice I didn't put any salt, because you know some of these olives are cured with salt. And we got the anchovies and the caper, and we could always add the salt if we want. Now, I tell you, you will be amazed the versatility of this dish. This becomes a base. I tell you, we were in France, and we had pasta in a little place called Sète, which is a gorgeous little town by Marseille, south of Marseille. And we had pasta with, being Italian, we had to have some pasta. And they had pasta with tapenade. It was absolutely delicious, the good oil. Let me taste. Oh, maybe I should put my gloves on. Hey, no gloves here. Oh, that is so delicious. We're talking real food. Okay, first one. You're sitting outside in a patio, nice warm day, the sun's out, you got your friends around you. You go in the house, you whip up a nice batch of this, get your grill out, grill some bread. I'll tell you, this has so much flavor to it. I can't believe it myself. Now, this is real easy. Okay, let's let this toast. And all we want to do is just let all that flavor, olive oil, see what I'm doing? Okay. Give that a little bit of pepper on both sides. Because all we want to do is kind of warm that bread up a little bit. See? Yeah, we'll give it a nice warm. The fresh garlic comes out, the little spiciness. Okay, warm one side, get the other side going. All right, get the dish ready. We don't want to make toast with this, okay? We want to make just a little bit of, let it heat up and it gets nice and soft. I'll tell you, tapenade. That's what we're making. God bless the French and the Italians and everybody. And women and men, cook for each other. Okay, I've been accused of being a little too one-sided here. Men, cook for your wives. Wives, cook for your men. Have fun, for crying out loud. Some woman almost, I thought she was going to blast me. Said, you know, how come it's always the women cooking for the men? How about the men cooking for the women? Well, okay. Women, men, let's do it. How's that for equal opportunity? Boy, can you believe it? All right. Tapenade. Look at that. How's that look? Okay, look at this. Okay. That's the one. All right. When we come back, I'm going to do another one. Okay, this stuff is so versatile. Let me show you what I'm going to do. I got pasta. Like I said, we had this in the beautiful little place called Set. Okay, make sure you got salt in there, which I already do. Let's fire it up. And we'll just put enough. How hungry are you guys? Hungry. More pasta. Okay, pasta's down. Coming to a boil. Very hot water. Perfect. Okay, I want that to come back. Okay, now, you know, you can buy those pizza shells or you can make your own pizza. You know, the pizza shells work real, real nice. And look what I'm going to do. All right. I mean, this is good stuff. I mean, we're talking potent. We're talking flavor. We're talking heartburn. No, we're not talking heartburn. No, I'm kidding. Come on. This is good stuff. This is gonna make a man out of you. Or a woman. That's right, I gotta go both sides now. Okay. All right, and then we're gonna put a few capers on it, like this. And we're going to drizzle with a little olive oil. Okay. And now you got la tapenade pizza. Okay. Let's check our pasta. It's going good. Okay, that needs a few minutes. In the meantime, let's open our wine. Now, you know, buy yourself a good corkscrew, folks. I see so many people that use some corkscrews that are just terrible at their homes. You know, this is a classic. This is what waiters use. Make sure this is nice and thick when you buy it. Don't get those real thin ones because it ends up wiping your hands out. And make sure that the screw is long. You see, some of them are very short. And, you know, some of these corks, you know, especially by more expensive wines are the ones that are supposed to age longer. The corks are very short, very long. Okay, make sure, you know what I'm talking about when I'm saying buy a good one. You know, this is that South County. We're using the Sanford Pinot Noir. You know, Monterey County's got a lot of them. This is just what we picked. They're all very, 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 very good, folks. Okay. One of my personal favorites. Pasta's probably ready to go. Okay. Pasta, she's a cooked, folks. Okay, we drain it. Now, this is such a rich dish. We want to make sure not to drain all the water. Okay? Because, you know, the dish consists of olive oil and a lot of rich things, so I'm leaving some of the water in there. Now we'll put some of this. Now in case it's a little dry, Diet Special, good olive oil. Now we're talking medicine now. Look at this. Capers, anchovies, garlic. I mean, how can this taste bad? Impossible to taste bad, huh? Ooh, hot pepper. I mean, we are talking good. Okay, and you see, that's a good rich portion there. We'll put a little bit of nice decoration, some fresh basil. Clean up the plate. Oh, what a smell. God almighty. Let's get the pizza out. Oh, look at this. Gee. How's that? Whoa, how's that look? It is hot. Okay, we got the pizza, we got the pasta, we got the bread. I've got a fork, I've got the wine. Let's see if this works. And I know this is gonna work. I just know it. This will make you feel like you're in the south of France, folks. This is absolutely out of this world. And I hope you enjoyed this one. Remember, Tapenade. Okay?